So now here we have a differential equation. Okay, it is written like this, and we are asked to solve this differential equation. Now I'll teach you how this method exactly works. How can you solve this equation? And it goes like this. But while solving, I'll explain to you that what is the idea or the concept behind this whole problem. Okay, there are different standard forms. There are different forms of differential equation, and one of the standard form is like this. Okay, now if you see here, it is a function of d times y is equal to some capital X. Now this capital X is nothing but any function of X. Okay, now this is a standard form. You can see exactly over here. So now if you see, this is the function of d times y, and this is the capital X or the function of X. Okay, so it is exactly in this particular form. And when you have this as a standard form, the solution y can be written as ycf plus ypi. Okay, the full form of CF is complementary function, and the full form of PI is particular integral. Now, a point that you should remember, that when we say YCF, okay, we find YCF from the roots of function f of d, and YPI we find from the right hand side of the equation. Right hand side is this x e to the 4x. Okay, now that is all you need to know. Now we can start solving. Okay, so we can write down the first statement, that comparing with standard form, and the standard form you should write like this in exam as well. F of d times y is equal to x. Now this is the standard form. By the way, this f of d is also called as auxiliary equation. Okay, so auxiliary equation AE in our case is going to be d square plus d equal to 0. Okay, this is the auxiliary equation. Now we have to solve this equation and find the roots of auxiliary equation, because the roots of this function are going to give us this YCF part. I'll just show you how that works. Now first let's take that d out, okay, and then this will become d plus 1 equal to 0. Now the roots are d equal to 0 or d is equal to minus 1. These are the two roots we have got. Okay, now depending on the roots we can write down YCF. I'll show you how that works. When you want to write down YCF, it is written like this: C1 e to the 0x. I took this 0 over here, okay, and that is e to the 0x, plus C2 e to the minus 1x. Okay, that is how your YCF is going to be. All right, so this is the complementary function. So we've got one part of the answer. All right, so once you get that, this is the answer for YCF. Now next we will find is YPI. So the procedure of finding YPI is like this. When you want to find out YPI, you write it like this: 1 upon f of d, the function of d, which is in our case d square plus d, and this is e to the 4x, that is the right hand side, the x over here. So let me write down the formula first. F of d times x, that's the standard format of finding the PI of an equation, or YPI of an equation. So now let me write YPI. It is equal to 1 upon f of d is d square plus d. I can write it as d plus 1. That's the simplified version of d square plus d anyways. Now x is going to be the right hand side, and the right hand side is e raised to 4x. So I'll write this as e raised to 4x. Okay, now once you write like that, whenever you have whenever your x is e raised to ax, okay, which is our case right now. Now in this case what we do is we substitute d is equal to a, and a is that coefficient of x inside e to the ax term. So now a is 4, right? So here we will put d is equal to 4, and when we put d is equal to 4, we're going to get ypi is equal to 1 upon, this will become 4, this will become 4 plus 1, and then this is e to the 4x as it is. So this is 4 plus 1, 5, 4s are 20, right? So that's going to be e raised to 4x upon 20. Now we can simply say that the solution, I'll write down the solution over here, that y, the final answer, or you can say y solution, look over here, is nothing but YCF plus YPI. So we have to add the two, right? So it's going to be y is equal to, the YCF is present over here. It is going to be C1 plus C2 e raised to minus x. This is YCF, plus YPI, that is over here. YPI is going to be e raised to 4x over 20. And that is the final answer of this question. And I hope you followed this.